Okay, good morning, and a very warm welcome to our third conference run by us here at the Body Dysmorphic Disorder Foundation. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us today. In the struggle to get the bookstore set up this morning, I've managed to mislay my talk, so you're going to have to bear with me slightly as I partly try and find bits on the presentation and partly wing it. It's always going to be a problem in any conference. It's good to know that I'm it this morning. Very warm welcome, and I'm aware that for some of you this would have been a very difficult journey to get here. Both for some will be a long distance to travel. We have people that have come from far and wide. I'm also aware that for some people it's been a very difficult personal journey because of your own concerns and BDD, and I'm aware also that there'll be some parents, some friends, some carers who will have also made probably quite a challenging journey too. And welcome also to the other professionals that are here. But we're all in this together, and we're very, very grateful to have you here. We have, as I mentioned, from all around the world. We truly are an international charity, even though we are a very, very small charity. We don't have an office, we don't have a full-time employed member of staff. We have Kitty, who has worked tirelessly to make all this happen. Thank you so much, Kitty. Where are you, Kitty? Thank you, Kitty, so much. She's paid to work 1 day a week for the foundation and puts in infinitely more time than that. So we have a fantastic lineup of speakers. I'm just going to see the comments. This is what Kitty has told me to say, you can see. Just a note that we have a very large demand for the disordered eating workshop this afternoon. So if that isn't a priority for you, please could we ask that you switch to a different workshop. We will be putting as many of the workshops as we can up on the web following the conference, so you won't miss out, hopefully. But there is only so much space for that session, I'm afraid. We're really pleased to have so many amazing stalls in the hall today. And we're very grateful for the other charities that have joined us today. And we particularly featuring an artist, and I apologise if I garble this name, Agana Gali. And she's lent us a piece, and she was telling me that, so this is the big piece in the centre of the hall, and this is part of a range of pieces that she's done about mental health, and the piece at the front is about escaping from anxiety. And it's really rather fascinating to see that beautiful image, but to hold that understanding in one's mind. But thank you so much for loaning us that piece. One of the really troubling and touching and heartwarming things about running a charity for body dysmorphic disorder is that a number of the more significant donations we've had over the years have come from individuals who sadly lost their lives to the condition, and friends and family members have made collections, and even collections that have been done at funerals that we've then had checks from. And we wanted to particularly make note of some people that raise funds in loving memory of George Rogers, Stephen Fairbrother, and Charlotte Franklin. In particular, we'd like to pay tribute to Charlotte, who sadly lost her battle this year. And she's the niece of one of our our patrons, Tracy in Northampton, and she and her sister Lisa have raised money for us several times. And we really do send out our condolences to Charlotte's friends and family members. She was a really amazing young person, and we're terribly sorry that she is no longer with us. We also send our thanks to Stoke-on-Trent Jim, who did a 6-hour sponsored spin-a-thon. Sounds horrible. But thank you so much for that. We also want to thank the University of Edinburgh Athletics Club for raising money with a naked calendar. Let's hope they do another one for next year, and it can be a stocking filler for all. But this year has been a particularly great year for us in the sense of it seems that people are really starting to get behind this cause more, and that makes a huge difference to us as a charity, not only because obviously we get much needed funds, but also psychologically for us as trustees, just feeling a community getting behind us in running a small charity for a very big problem makes a huge difference, so thank you. And Zebra One Gallery hosted an exhibition with some images that were exploring BDD, and again it's so wonderful to see people getting behind trying to examine this condition, and again your support is much appreciated. And we want to extend particular thanks to CTEK, who are a renowned public business service and been serving the community of Essex and Boulogne for the last 35 years. And earlier this year, in October, they celebrated their 35th anniversary and kindly offered to raise money for the BDD Foundation. We're very pleased to be able to receive a very generous sum of £5,000 from Peter Cooper, and who, along with Pauline Cooper, are involved in running CTEK. This significant donation will go towards our schools project, which we're very excited about. Our schools project. It's a really big deal for us. The more that we can do to raise awareness about BDD, the better. But of course, the idea about to help people very early in their experiences of BDD, maybe help some people cut it off at the very beginning, is a terribly exciting idea. So we wanted to extend a particular thanks to CTEK. They are. So thank you very much, Peter and Pauline. And they very kindly brought us. I've always wanted to do this. That's incredible. Thank you so much. £5,243.25. That's just brilliant. Thank you so much. It's really, really much appreciated. And we'll bank that later. Yes. I'll leave that with you. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. Really, really, really appreciate it. That's another life ambition fulfilled. So here's just a very brief overview of some of the things we're doing with the money that we've been raising. We have the schools project, which I've already mentioned. We'll be seeing our BDD animation later on. We've been very pleased with exploring a structured self-help support group, which is more of a group which is helping people to do some, if you like, guided self-help. And we're very keen on perhaps extending that trial. The early results do seem pretty good, and we're very encouraged by that. Thank you to Hannah, who's been the driving force behind that. where who will be, she'll be speaking with us later on. And this is where I kind of perhaps get my Bob Geldof costume out. For those of you that are old enough to remember Bob Geldof. We are, as I say, we're a very, very small charity. But one of the wonderful things about being a small charity in an area which is hugely underserviced is that we can do so much good, we can make such an impact upon the lives of individuals with BDD. It's not unusual for people to come up to us at these conferences or at our other meetings and say, you know, I don't think I'd be alive today had I not seen the information on the website. So these are these are very important matters that we're attending to, and there is much more that we'd like to do, and sadly, as with any other charity, we can only really do that with more funds. So if anyone's prepared to sit in a tub of baked beans, which is something that one of our other trustees has suggested I might like to do, or do a fun run, or bake some cakes, have a pop-up dinner party, or anything to help raise some funds, that'd be hugely, hugely appreciated. Okay, we are now on to the next presenter. Mr. Jassy, thank you very much. Thank you. Hope you all have a lovely day.